SIG 556 cleaning video. This was requested by Oil the Gun. The guy actually sent me a tripod to help me out to be able to do this video, so figured I'd shoot one. I already got the SIG broken down on the table here. Got it completely stripped down, beyond the field strip. I got the rails off. Got the firing pin out, which actually came out easy this time. I think it's finally getting worn in. It's normally pretty tough for me. I have to tap it to get it out, but and we got all our cleaning stuff. We got the patch worm. That's what I use to clean. Let me see if you can see that or not. That's what I use to clean the barrel. When I just want to pull a patch, it's similar to a, what is it? What do they call those? The bore snakes, where you pull it through. Except it's just a little plastic rod, and you pull it through. It has different size fittings for different calibers, all the way up to the shotgun, all the way down to the 22. Actually, I think it goes farther down. Maybe you can do 17 HMR or something like that. I'm not sure. We're using CLP today, and I use Gunslick on the rails. It's a dry lubricant, graphite. I like that for the rails. The patch worm also, you can use these little felt buttons, which is the size of the chamber, and they work really well. Or the size of the barrel, I should say. They work really well, and they get a lot of the crap out of the lands and grooves. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to stop real quick. I'm going to pop this back on the tripod. Alright, guys, we're back. We're going to start cleaning the gun here. So I'm going to start with the lower receiver. There's a few key points in here that you want to get some oil on. Let me grab my flashlight so you can see a little bit better. Okay. We'll space that out a little bit. I've got the trigger pulled here. You turn your safety off, put your thumb over your hammer and pull your trigger, and you just want to let it out. You can see here where it engages and actually locks down at the bottom. You want to get some oil on that. Just a drop. So you got your CLP. Make sure to shake it up first. A lot of people forget to shake their CLP up. So you just want to put a drop on it. I just rub it in with my finger. You want to get a drop on your springs, and I just rub that in. Get it in there. I rub a little on the safety selector, just a little bit, and all that oil is going to work in. Just get it in there with your finger. Put this down so I don't spill any on here. You just work it all around, work it in there, get it on all those springs, get it down in there. Obviously, your first part would be to get all the crud out of it after shooting. I'm assuming that you've been in there scrubbing, and got all the crap out. A good thing to have would be some compressed air, so you can blow it out. Okay, we can turn the flashlight off. Yeah, it'd be good to have some compressed air so you can blow it out. But that's about it. You just want to just test your trigger out. Feels nice and smooth once you oil it up. We're going to be coating the gun in CLP afterwards, rubbing everything down. Make sure you get all your oils and all the grit off of it. But that's the last step. So right now you've oiled your springs. You've oiled where the hammer engages. Got some oil on that. And that's pretty much it for the lower receiver. So put that down. Okay, and we're going to move on to the bolt. Actually, the bolt carrier first. I usually use Q-tips on it. Take a little bit of CLP. Just get it wet. Don't want to scrub it down. Your gun is basically going to tell you where it needs to be oiled. If you look at it, you see there's the light marks from where it actually rubs. You can see there's a light mark there. You know that it's going to need lube in all those spots. Anywhere where you can find a light mark is usually where it's rubbing. I just scrub it all down. Just get in all the little crevices, all the little areas. When you get to the places where it actually rides and there's like a rail portion, what I like to do is I have these flat cleaning buttons. I use one of these Norton cleaning sticks. You can get these at County Com. I just take it and I just fold it through like that, and then just stick it in there and run it back and forth, and you can see all the crap you get out of it. Just run it back and forth in there. Do it on both sides. Oops, a little out of frame there. Do it on both sides, and basically you see all that crud that you get out of there. Anywhere where you have like a space like that, also here, you can see just running it in between there. Just any spot like that, you get all that crap out. Okay, so just take anything you have. You want to usually use something that's not going to leave any residue, but I just got some tissue here. Just wiping off any crud you can find. Just wipe it all down. I don't try to get these extremely clean. I mean, it's an AK operating system. You just want to get all the major grit out and get it back to a nice oiled state. Okay, so once you wiped it all out, I'm going to get another clean Q-tip here, some CLP on it, and we're just going to oil it down. Any space where there's normally metal and metal contact, like I said, where you see those light spots. If it's not wearing there, more than likely it's actually not receiving any metal to metal contact. So more than likely it doesn't need much lubrication. So just get in there, all the little spots where you can see it's been rubbing at. I just rub with CLP. Okay. For spots that actually ride into the rails, I like to use the gun slick. I showed you before. I'll show you one second here. It's a graphite firearm lubricant. It's a dry lube. I just put a dab into the actual spots where the rails touch. A little bit more than that. I just get some in there. Flip it over. Get some on that side too. So I basically use CLP for all the light moving stuff, and then I use grease only in the rails. So that's pretty much taken care of there. Grab our bolt. Pretty much the same thing. You've got I've got some CLP on here, and just you look at all the light spots. The same thing as your bolt carrier. You can see wherever there's a light spot at, that's where you're getting metal to metal contact. So basically just rub it down. I need a little bit more CLP. 1 second. Some people like to run their guns really wet, but I don't prescribe to that. I like to just anywhere where there's metal to metal contact, and anywhere else just maybe a light coat of CLP just to protect the metal. Because if it's not rubbing, it really doesn't need it. So why do you want to introduce all that lube into your gun? Something that is going to pick up grit, you know. So we rubbed all that down, got it all in there, all those spots. This constantly has metal to metal contact with the bolt carrier, so I just rub a little CLP along it. And that's pretty good. So that takes care of the bolt and bolt carrier. So now we'll move on to, I think we'll do the clean the gas too. I've got a cleaning rod with this is a 410 shotgun mop on it. I wiped the outside down with CLP like everything. I'll show that at the end of the video, but a 410 mop fits really well in here. Oops, there we go. Fits really well, so I just rub the inside of it on all the sides. I flip it over. You just put it up to a light and take a look at it, and you can see if it's in there, it's clean on the inside.